Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Apothecary of the Rockies. Don't forget to subscribe below if you like what you see. Follow me. So what we did last night is we spent a chunk of the night making these beautiful babies. These are just the Mississippi Mud Bar. The one that we've made before. The only difference is I got the color scheme wrong this time, so I put them in the wrong order. There's still chocolate on the bottom, which is the charcoal, coffee, cocoa, and coffee, chicory coffee grinds in the middle. And then I added a little bit more white killing clay to make this a whiter bar instead of like this sort of beige color. And I think it worked because you can kind of see the top there. See if I can find a clean spot. You can see it definitely already looks whiter. So we're just gonna unmold these. And I did make 3, and I was very messy last night and very generous. I increased the recipe so I get a bigger top. We'll go ahead and bring that down so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so I think that's done. Yeah, okay. So, and then we put coffee grinds in the top this time because I really started liking oh, it's not loose over here. I really started liking the sort of scrubby effects on the top of the bars. I've been putting either coffee or salt or like turbinado sugar, rolled oats, just something on the top of every bar lately. So I have loved that. And then I used a different brand of essential oils in this batch to sort of amplify the flavor, or not flavor, but the scent. And I will say that I think it worked. Give a big shout out to Mountain Rose. I think it's Apothecary. I have to go over there and look. Because, yeah, I bought some cocoa extract, some coffee, well, not extract, but essential oil. And I think I did a much better job. And then my husband did this. This used to be wooden, but he has a 3D printer, so he made this for me to go on this. So that was very nice. Okay. Here we go. Show you guys the bar. So like that's the new version. Like I said, I did do it in the wrong order. You can see the cocoa and coffee right there, charcoal, and then the killing clay. And then I did a little bit of a swirl on the inside, so we'll see how that came out. You can just see old bar versus new. They're just in different orders, and this is a little bit more beige. So I just did that by increasing it. And it definitely does smell like cocoa. And a little bit of vanilla. I also bought vanilla extract. Well, not extract. I don't know why I keep saying extract. I must be in the mood to cook or something today. Let's do it this way. Okay. I don't really have very good hand-eye coordination, so I kind of go in from the side, and then I go up and around. There we go. I think I might have used the wrong one, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. This one's just a little bit shorter than the than my other one. Yeah. So, I'm bumping into everything over here. There we go. We'll just finish that cut off. Perfect. There we go. And so then that's the inside. It's not much of a swirl except for over here on the back side, but it's still very nice. And it's very, very vanilla-y. Is that a word? We're going to make it a word. Okay. So we'll just repeat that process a few more times. Hopefully I don't mess up. I definitely got to start using a wire because I've been doing it a lot lately to where I, there we go, to where I increase the sides of the tops. Which is good for like the customers because they're definitely getting more soap There we go. Okay. And number 2, maybe? Okay, there we go. Okay, so a little bit of a swirl did come out. You can see there's like a little bit of a swirl there, which is really pretty. Okay. Try and do this just a little bit faster. Unless you guys really like silk cutting videos, I adore them. I follow a Brambleberry and what is she? Appleberry, I believe is her name. I love her too. She has a lot of really good silk cutting videos that I like. They are very soothing, so you can see still a little bit of a swirl. Some parts where it didn't mix too much with like the, some topping came off. Where it didn't mix too much with the cocoa. And so we're gonna see how that that coffee scent holds up. Okay. Like I said before, we're just doing this. I did 3 loaves. I won't cut all 3 loaves on camera because that's a little tedious. But we did that because there's a sale on the website, and these are the ones that I have the fewest of. So I just wanted to make sure that once orders started coming in, that I could fill it. So the sale is on, I think I set it for 3 weeks, but don't trust me on that. I am not a website designer. I've had to be. Because, well, when you run a small business, you're everything, right? So, there we go. So, it's a cute little swirl. I was hoping for something more dramatic. But you get what you get, right? And then there's also some shampoos that'll be coming out soon. I'm going to start on those. The exciting thing about that is, oh, there we go. Oh, no, don't lift up. The exciting thing about those is they're going to be herbal based. And by that I mean there's some herbs, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, that when you soak them in water, they make the water more viscous, like the consistency of a shampoo. And then you could just use that on its own for a shampoo. But I'm going to take that water and then incorporate it into a shampoo recipe to create like a really, really good shampoo that has, maybe I'll get this. Oh, nope, that's what it's caught on. Okay. I have 2 of these on the counter. I was getting stuck on this one. I don't know where it was. Oh, so it's gonna have argan oil in it, of course, because it's really good for your hair. There we go. And then a few different types of butters, some carrot seed oil, and oh, come on. I'm definitely gonna get a better soap cutter. Carrot seed oil, and a few other little secret ingredients, but it should leave your hair feeling amazing. We're sort of in the process of starting like the prototypes. Doing that, and then there's a lotion coming out, I want to say probably in about 2 weeks maybe. The packaging just arrived, and then I have to go and sanitize it all. It's going to take forever because there's like a lot of those containers in their lids, and then we're also going to do a face cream. So if you guys are looking to up your face cream game, or there we go, and then the the other side. That'll work. Thank you. Sample. Thank you. There you go. So yeah, so if you guys look up your face cream game, it's gonna have like the liquid that's gonna go in that particular, because all face cream is just a different consistency of lotion. It's gonna have black tea in it, which is gonna be really nice. It's really good for your skin, lots of antioxidants. The carrot oil and something called lily butter, which is supposed to be really, really good as well. The lotion's gonna have that in it as well, because this is really good for like inflammation, skin conditions. So it says. I'm not a medical doctor, so ask your dermatologist about it. But it'll be non-pore clogging, which is really important if you're using lotions, and if you're anything like me, well, I live out west, it's just so dry. And as a lot of you may have guessed, from if you've been to my website, that I am from the South. I don't sound like it, but yeah. So I'm from the deep, deep South, where it's very humid. And adjusting to Colorado has been interesting. I have had so many nosebleeds, which I'm told isn't really all that uncommon. There we go. And just my skin has been so dry. I've been getting like this weird, like sort of dry, scaly stuff on my legs. And I can't remember if it's like psoriasis or eczema. That's what my dermatologist said it was. And he's like, oh, just put a humidifier in your house. I'm like, why not just get a really good lotion? Come on, all the way off. So then I started super fatting my soaps too to help out with that, which has been really nice. Come on, get in there, fella. So that you really don't need lotion when you're done, and I have noticed that I haven't had to use as much. And that my skin has been really, really nice since I started, super fatting my soap. So that might have been a nice solution. I've been doing it up to like, I think 8% is what I'm doing, 6 or 7%. I was doing 5 before, not with these bars, but just like before I started the business, 5 was kind of standard for me, and I thought that was enough, and it was nice. I still had to use lotion a good bit, but just not as much. And to be fair, I used lotion in the South. Well, not really. I used cocoa and shea butter melted down. That's what I did. The lady I used to buy my supplies from taught me a trick of just when I took a bath, just letting it, like put it in like a little container. Anything's gonna float really. And when you take a bath, just kind of letting it sit in the bath water works. It'll melt it down. Kind of just whatever you want to use. So you just gotta kind of parcel it out, pop it in the bath water in your container, and then by the time you're done with your bath, especially for me, I took like hot baths. Yeah, it'd be done and ready. And then my pores would be like wide open from the hot water. My skin used to be like, I really like a hot bath, so my skin used to be like red when I was done. There we go. I can tell you this method of cutting soap is for the dogs. There we go. My husband is building me one of those little, they look like harps to me, one of those little harp cutters, cuts the bars with wire. So I'm excited for that once that happens. I can tell you, if you're in the sewing business and you have a handy husband, aces. Because I know nothing. I can do my air filter and change my oil, and that's about it. So yeah, if there's any sobers out there watching this, let me know if your husband does stuff like that for you too. Because it is certainly very handy. He's very handy, but having that in your life is handy, handy, handy. Scoot back over. Thank you. So, yeah. Okay, I'll do just this last one on camera. But yeah, so go check out the website. Load up. I think I'm gonna do another sale next month, maybe for some free shipping or something. I hadn't really decided. Or I might just wait till like the lotions and the shampoo and all that are kind of done and added. But if you want free shipping, the soaps are about the same price. They're a little bit more, but I have an Etsy shop as well, but Etsy has better shipping vendors than I do, obviously, so I spend a lot less in shipping when I do an Etsy order than when I do it for my own website. Yeah, so, but I still might do it just because it's nice. I had a few orders recently that I did. And then just the website that I have, it doesn't have a lot of options either as far as like shipping. So it's kind of, I get to pick like one vendor, put it on, and then that's kind of the set price. So there's not really like, I don't have the option to do expedited shipping or like overnight or anything like that that I would like to do. So if any of you out there want to comment below and be like, hey, try this website, you're gonna love it. Well, not this website, but like Webhost, is that what they're called? I believe so. Like drop that down in the comments. It'd be much appreciated. Okay, we got a few more to go. So, ooh. And then exciting news, I will be MIA in September. So if you guys look at my channel and there's like no content for a week, my birthday and my grandmother's birthday is in September, and I'll be going back home to New Orleans to celebrate with her. She's gonna be like 90 or something. I really don't know. I'm sure she's gonna be like in her 80s. But we'll be back there because her and I have this, well, the same birthday, so it's kind of our tradition. And she had a rough year with COVID, you know, none of the grandbabies got to come over or anything, so I told her when I went down for Easter I would come back, so that is our plan. So if I go MIA, I didn't fall off the earth. I just went to New Orleans. So we're gonna go eat at our favorite restaurant and probably just have a good old time. I'm fairly sure we're gonna have a big party this year with all my cousins there, which I don't typically care for a big party, but when you share your birthday, you don't always get to decide. Ooh, clumsy soaper. So yeah, so that'll be fun. So, and I'll probably share some of my pictures from New Orleans too. I don't think there's like really a photo option here, but maybe I'll take like some short videos of this bayou I like to go and hike in. It's over in Jean Lafitte Park, and it's very, very pretty, especially in the summertime. Technically, it is still summer there in September. Still hurricane season until November anyways. But yeah, so I might do that. Might take some short videos and just share something. Definitely got to do some Instagram stuff. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to Instagram, Apothecary of the Rockies. And I'll definitely be putting up some content there. But yeah, so if you're interested in like kind of where my family is from, well, originally from, because they're all over now. You'll be able to see some pictures of that. I have cousins down in like Chalmette, little Chalmations. I have cousins. Do I have cousins in Kenner? I have family in Kenner. Baton Rouge, but mostly we're on the West Bank, like Marrero, Harvey, Estelle. Belle Chase, I think, is still technically the West Bank. I mean, it's west of New Orleans. I have an uncle and an aunt down there with a swimming pool. I mentioned that because my last year before I moved to Atlanta with my mom, my cousin and I shared an apartment over in Harvey off of La Palco. If any of you are like familiar with that area, it's like right over by Sam's Club. And our AC went out like 6 times in the middle of the summer, and it was ungodly hot. So we crashed at my uncle's with the pool, and it was nice. It was very nice. Not that we didn't have a pool at the apartment complex, but like he had air conditioning in the pool, so that definitely trumped everything. So yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm not really seeing many swirls. So I guess I didn't do too good of a job. I gotta work on my swirl action. But like you can see just a little bit of the charcoal made it up that way. So there's mostly just a swirl with the white, and I think it's just the cocoa blended in. But yeah, it's delicious. It smells good anyways, I can tell you that. You can definitely smell the vanilla. The chocolate, the chocolate oil, I only did in one layer just to kind of blend with it, and I did it just in the cocoa layer right here with the chicory coffee. And you can smell it, but you can smell the vanilla more. I'll just have to wait and see how that cures. Yeah. I'm still convinced that like putting the activated charcoal in here like kills the scent, but I think that's just me. But I had noticed that I used to think that about the first batch, and then like as they cured, the scent got a little better. Like you could smell it more. So maybe it's just my imagination, or maybe I'm around kids too much. I mean, some of you know that I do outpatient counseling for kiddos. And yeah, so, and I do itty bitties with autism. So a lot of them don't know how to ask for the bathroom. So they're still like in, I guess, pull-ups is what they are. So it is not always the most pleasant smelling work environment, but it is definitely the most rewarding, for sure, for sure. Yeah. And then I get to go and do double work this week. I'm going back to regular outpatient 2 at a different facility for court mandated kiddos, behavioral issue kiddos, substance use kiddos. Yeah. Incidentally, I can tell you I never said kiddo before I moved to Colorado. Like kids. Which is definitely a Colorado thing here. So like call kids kiddo. And I guess it just seeped in. So now kids are kiddos, which is fun. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully, I think I just lied to you guys. I said I wasn't going to do this on here. There we go. But I just lied. It's okay. It's going to be a very long video. I'll try and edit it down or fast forward or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or maybe you guys like really long videos. I know I do. I watched a soaper yesterday with a 30-minute video. It was the Appleberry lady. She was doing what do you call it? I don't speak English anymore. Skits, like mini skits of like the different type of soapers, and it was hilarious. So if you guys haven't seen it, go check that out. I'm not very good with like links and stuff, but I will try and include the link. But definitely go follow her if you're not following her. Appleberry is her username. We'll call it a username. That's what we're going to call it anyways. So we don't worry about what the proper word for things are on this channel. We just talk. So I guess technically I would be the talkative soaper. But I do like to share little tidbits about my life with you guys. So as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep talking. Oh my gosh. Also, let me know if you guys have been to New Orleans, like what your favorite part was. If you've never been or you're going, you want like some tips of like, they got wedged in there. Like non-touristy things to do. Because of course, you know, everybody knows about the French Quarter. But I can tell you New Orleans definitely has a lot more to do and see than the French Quarter if you like hiking. Like I said, I go hiking out in Jean Lafitte Park, which is right next to the Barataria Preserve, which is just swamp. That's all it is. Swamp with snakes and spiders, gators. If I can find some pictures, I'll try and share in this video, but they're all on my personal Instagram. Oh, there's a wall there. On my personal Instagram. If you guys want to follow me there, you're welcome to. That username is what WHAT did DID Jew JEW say. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm Jewish. So ooh, that made a mess. There is crumbs everywhere. But yeah, so that's that username, and you can go check out. I know I have pictures of that hike. One of my last hikes before I moved is in there. I think a St. Patrick's Day parade. We do a parade for everything. A St. Patrick's Day parade is in there. Oddly enough, there are no Mardi Gras pictures. I don't really care for Mardi Gras. If you live in New Orleans, all that is traffic. Because they closed down the bridge to take the floats across from Algiers, where they make them, to downtown New Orleans. So like, it's not fun for us that live there. But I'm sure there are plenty of locals that do like it. It is money for the city for sure. But yeah, so that is the soaps. Don't really think they're ready to be stamped, and it's not really all that interesting anyways. I have other videos of me stamping. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna probably at least bevel these edges, and then I'll let them sit out for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and then try and stamp. But click that subscribe button, follow me for more content. I'm going to be doing later in the week my evening in the Garden District bar, and I'm going to try and do a swirl for this one. It smells lovely, but yeah, I think it might be prettier with this swirl. There aren't really any issues with it, but I don't know. I do a lot of layered bars. I figured maybe with the next couple of batches I'll try and do some swirls or something more interesting than just regular old layers, but we'll see. Usually I get distracted by the X-Files or something and everything cools down too much or something happens. But thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.